former Penn State assistant coach Jerry Sandusky right now, live picture there from Bellefonte, Pennsylvania, just learning his fate. A judge handed down his sentence on his convictions of 45 counts of child sexual abuse, and Sandusky has been sentenced to no less than 30 years behind bars, up to 60 years total behind bars. This, of course, would essentially put him in jail for the rest of his life. He would be 98 years old, theoretically, the earliest he could possibly get out. Now, there he goes. He's on his way back to his jail cell. He arrived at the courthouse there in Pennsylvania this morning. He was defiant to the end, asking to make a statement to the judge this morning, and last night he released a recording. Now, this came from behind bars, and it proclaimed his innocence. He says he didn't get a fair trial, that he's been unjustly treated like a monster, and that one of his victims is a veteran accuser seeking attention. But Sandusky's victims also spoke out in court this morning. 3 of them spoke out, and attorneys claim Sandusky's claims of a conspiracy among 10 separate victims are just preposterous. Sandusky, again, found guilty of 45 counts of sexual abuse against children a little more than 3 months ago. He is 68 years old. Again, this is a live picture from Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. And to repeat his sentence this morning, he was sentenced to no less than 30 years behind bars, up to 60 years behind bars. Essentially, you can interpret that as a life sentence. He would be 98 years old in 30 years. So this is a life sentence. And the judge basically said it made no sense to sentence him to hundreds of years when essentially that sentence will put him behind bars for the rest of his life. He again said that he was innocent, and he maintained this. 3 victims did address him in court. We'll have more on this breaking story as it develops.
This has been a special report from ABC News Now.